So something a little different. If you know what this is, great. If you don't, you can learn along with me. Yesterday I picked up a soil mover. Now soil movers were made by Soilmover in Columbus, Nebraska, I think. I don't know if it says it on the tag or not. No, it does not. Anyway, most soil movers were built in the era of the 140. In fact, there's quite a number of YouTube videos with soil movers behind a 140. They're either manual or hydraulic dump. This unit in particular that I picked up yesterday is a manual dump, so it's just a trip bucket. And so what I figured I would do, since I don't know a whole lot about them other than they exist and they're really cool, I figured I might as well learn a lot about them, and I'll try to document my way through this soil mover. It's not going to be a fast process or anything. I have lots of other things to do, so but yeah, I figured this could be the first video of an installment on soil movers. I've been looking one for about a year and a half or so. Kind of cool little deals, appropriate size for garden tractors. This one in particular, since I picked it up, I could either use it behind my 140 or the 318, but I'm probably going to put it behind the X748 just because I want to. So since it's not a hydraulic lift, I don't have to have a hydraulic rear outlet or a remote outlet on the machine. If you had a 140 or whatever the case may be, you need either a rear outlet or really long hydraulic lines to get to the outlets up front. Yeah, it must have been on this pallet for quite a while because it's been banded down to this pallet. I went and picked it up yesterday and they threw it in the back of the truck, and I'm just getting to the point where I can get it out this morning. But anyway, you can see that the weight pan back there has some issues. I'm probably going to have to end up eventually just cutting this whole thing out and probably rebuilding this mast right there for the trip mechanism. And then what was really impressive to me was the fact that even though it had been sitting so long, that mechanism right there works just fantastic. Let me see if I can get this out here. Put this out here. Now you can lift this up. I mean, just smooth as butter. So the cutting edge looks good. Once I get it off the pallet, I'll come back and show you the rest of the mechanisms, hopefully, if I can get it up in the air. It's not a light piece of steel, I can tell you that. X748, actually, because of how it was loaded in my truck, it was loaded a bit backwards. Had to do a little repositioning to get it lifted with the forks this morning. So yeah, so this is my soil mover that I'm going to talk about for a couple of videos. Okay, so I got it off the pallet and got it assembled. So now you can kind of see it. I've also had to move inside because it is now snowing unexpectedly. And so anyway, here's the hitch portion, if the camera will focus. And then we have what I'll call the bucket, or the technical term escapes me at the moment. But basically what happens is it uses the 3-point lift. So you just have like a drawbar or something. And with the drawbar on your 3-point, what'll happen is you lift it up, that pulls on this cable right here. This cable right here will lift that latch right there. And when that lifts, it will start to fill up, and then once it's filled up, you lift the 3-point. And once the 3-point's lower, it closes like that. And then once you get to the place you want to dump it, you pull this rope. And it's hard for me to do one-handed because it's still a little stiff. And that rope, by pulling that rope, you release these clamps right here, and this is where it's stiff from sitting. Let's see here if I can get this by one hand. I'll see if I can do it with my foot. And so That'll flip up, the dirt will dump out, and it'll actually clip into those bottom notches right there. So that's the overall mechanism. Obviously, I probably missed it or got it backwards or something like that, but that's kind of how it works. So what I want to do right now, or in the next couple months or so, is I'd really like to get obviously that back pan replaced, and the problem is going to be there is the fact that this is all one big assembly back here. So, and there's no axle in between, so I'm gonna have to be really careful cutting this out because this needs to stay the same. And then this is all one bent piece right here. I mean, obviously, you know, quite a bit of water set in there for a while, and then up here, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do here. Feels almost like this beam right here needs to come out. Potentially, we will see if I need to do that or if I can just strengthen it. I'll have to get it over on its side and to determine that. But no, I mean, overall it's in pretty good shape. Obviously it's got some rust issues in the back, but most importantly, the box is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these grease zerks out and see if I can't get some grease in there to get it moving a little smoother. And if not, what I'll have to do is, it looks like I'll just have to take these plates off right here. And when I take those plates off, then I can drop the bucket out. That's what I may end up having to do to get the grease zerks all cleaning all the old grease out of there. Depends on how bad it is, but at least owe it to take the grease zerks out and either replace them or clean them up. So cutting edge looks really nice so far. Like I said, I still got to turn it over and whatnot. You know, I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully it'll do what I want it to do. We will see. And you know, hey, it's a fun project. If not, obviously y'all haven't seen much of my metalworking skills in any of my videos because it's kind of it's lacking. Aside from the Johnson loader, I don't know if anybody's seen that video, but I haven't done much welding. I have a little Hobart 140 MIG welder that I use, so I may have to take it someplace to get it done, depending on my time schedule and whatnot. So anyway, that's it for now. If I get the grease zerks fixed and that pan starts rotating a little bit better, I will come back and show you that.